Shoebox family? Welcome back to another episode of Shoebox Sports, presented by Shoebox Network. For the ones that don't know, I'm Mr. Key, accompanied by my guys, Scony Boy Jenkins and Mr. Kakarot. What's
Yo,
going
yo,
on,
yo.
guys? How y'all boys doing today? How y'all boys doing today?
Good.
I got goddamn Cello out here from the motherfucking Bay, Cali time. About 3 hours behind our records. So he might not be as tired as motherfuckers.
Yeah, you guys are 3 hours ahead, man. You guys must be tired.
Hell yeah. Long ass work week.
But it's all right. Shoebox don't sleep, right? No, sorry.
Come on now. We always got shoes on our feet.
Oh, wait, shit. Last time I checked, I had Nike boots on, nigga.
Come on now. Check it.
Y'all boys work today?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's going on? Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all a little dry right now. Y'all tired? About to talk about some
We
football.
gonna sleep, man. We yeah. So let's get into that.
You want to get into that? You want to start it off right now?
Yep.
All right, family. Today we have 6 great games this weekend to break down. So let's get to it.
First game, we got Seahawks versus 49ers at the 49ers.
Okay.
This is a interesting game. Geno Smith is having a comeback season. How y'all feel about Geno?
Fuck all that shit. Boy ain't been showing no comeback the last couple of games. It's gonna be a very tough game for the Seahawks. They haven't even won. They played twice already in the division. Lost both times. The second game was a little closer, but Kenneth Walker wasn't doing his thing. Geno wasn't doing his thing. It's not a lot that you can do in the San Francisco defense, man.
It's not. But what concerns me is Geno throwing for almost 4,300 passing yards and a pass rating of 102.
Shit, that don't matter when it comes to how he played against San Fran, the 2 games that he played there years.
It does when it comes to he's very streaky, so don't let him get hot.
Man, they going to San Fran. They playing a terrorizing defense.
I know.
Last 2 games that they played, they didn't even average 60 yards in both games rushing the ball. If they can't run the ball with Kenneth Walker, they will not have any chance.
This is one of them games, the 49ers, just don't shoot yourself in the foot.
I feel like in the 12 times that Kyle Shanahan has played the Seahawks and Pete Carroll and them, they only won 4 games, including 2 this year. Well, including the 2 this year. So besides this year, they only won 2 games since 2017 against the Seahawks.
Y'all got a final score for this game?
35-15 San Fran.
I was somewhere around there. I was like 17-27 San Fran.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a close game.
You think so?
Why you think that?
Because San Fran, I'm just speaking off the record. They have a better record than the Seahawks, I see.
No, I feel you, my guy.
I don't know much about football, but I'm just basing off record. Their record is a little bit better.
Yeah, my boy Cello is a soccer fan. He liked the other football, but that's okay.
Next matchup, we got Chargers versus Jags. That is the last game for tomorrow. We have Herbert and Lawrence T-Law. Both of them are finding that groove in the passing game and through the offense and progressing through the NFL. How do y'all feel about this game?
This is going to be an exciting game. If the Chargers cannot stop the run, they won't have a chance because Herbert needs to be on the field for them to have a chance. The Chargers allow about 5.6 yards per carry. That's about the worst in the NFL.
Correct.
I think the Jags pulled this one off, though.
I think so.
And also, my bad for cutting you off, Mike Williams is out also. He's going to have to Justin Herbert will have to utilize Eckler and Keenan Allen. You're gonna have to use them guys. See what
And I think Trevor Lawrence, I think his legs might come into a play this game too on a couple of scrambles to get a couple first downs and things like that.
hell yeah. How you feel about Doug Peterson, man? That's to bring what this. Oh, I don't even have words for this shit, man.
I don't know. I believe he's becoming more of a guru than a coach as far as revamping uh teams and like the quarterback and stuff like that, kind of like a Sean Payton. But
Man,
he's revamping, and I like it. He's playing to his quarterback strengths, and he's making it work.
that's always a sign of a good coach, man.
We have the Dolphins versus the Bills at at the Bills. This game, the Dolphins are on the third quarterback. Thompson is starting. The Bills have Josh Allen, who's a Mike Tyson of the NFL knockout.
No tour. This might get ugly, especially with Allen back on this Lord Bears shit. Without Tua, the chances of successfully attacking the Bills' mediocre secondary is pretty slim to none.
Yep. Hamlin has left the hospital and he's doing good. And we are praying for a great and safe recovery. Now, with the Bills' offense, it's very explosive. The Dolphins' defense hasn't been extremely good either. So look there for the back end. You have the matchup between Stephon Diggs and Xavier Howard. Prepare for the Bills to attack that with multiple ways within the offense. The only thing that'll set the Bills back if it all comes and they have to run, it's come to a run situation. They haven't proved they can run the football, and that might hurt them later on. We have Giants versus Vikings. We have Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins as the quarterbacks. Daniel Jones has started to prove himself throughout the league. They made the playoffs. A lot of people doubted him. I see him as a quarterback with some potential. He needs to better his accuracy, but he still has what we have movement, and he's in the 6'4" range, and he doesn't have that big of an arm, but with his type of movement, with his type of speed, and if he can just deliver the football, I think he'd be a great asset. As far as Cousins, let's see if he can win the big game. That's been the question about him his whole career. So let's see if he can win that.
Daniel Jones was 30 for 42, 334 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Using his legs 4 occasions for 34 yards. Also, Saquon, 14 rushes for 84, and a Tud averaging 6 yards per carry. Also picking up 8 receptions for 49 yards. Our receiver room was pretty scary. James Hodges and Slayton all combined for a total of 250 yards receiving, with only 20 receptions, all averaging well over 10 yards per reception. Honestly, I don't even know how the Giants lost this last game.
All I
The
want is the Vikings
interception
to win
in that
this. Sorry.
fumble, the interception in that fumble really played a part in them losing that last game. If it wasn't for that miracle field goal at the end, we may be talking about a whole different game. As far as the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, 34 for 48, 299 yards. For 3 tuds, 0 interceptions. Cook had 14 carries for 64 yards. Not that good, but okay. Decent enough to get him that dub. TJ Hawkinson and JJ combined for 200 yards receiving with 3 TDs, 2 coming from your boy Hawkinson straight out of Iowa. Then the Vikings, look for the Vikings to find more ground in their run game. If they can't do that, I don't know how they pull this one out. He gonna eat that clock up this much. He's not even gonna allow that to happen. So let's see what's gonna happen. It's an exciting game. A good rematch.
Good rematch. The Ravens versus the Bengals. Lamar Jackson is not playing. Then you have Joe Burrow of the Bengals. Shiesty Joe.
Who you got winning this game, man?
I got the Bengals winning this game, man.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I can't even lie to you, bro. For some reason, bro, I want to get this like the upset of the day. If you think about it, the Ravens defense is built to stop. Joe Burrow in that offense. Hard for them to do what they want them to do. The only question would be is if the Ravens can score and not turn the ball over. Over 4 turnovers last matchup they played last weekend. 4 turnovers, one coming in from the end zone. So, and they also split 1-1, but that did factor in Lamar being in that first game. They won 19-17. Lost his second game down the stretch. Look for it to be either a low scoring upset or a goddamn dominant Bengals win. No in between.
Yeah, no in between. I got the Bengals mixing it up, more having a balanced offense against this Raven defense to disguise some things. As far as the Ravens, like you said, the offense just needs to pick it up. A low scoring game is just not going to work against these Bengals. They're one of the best second half teams of the league. So even if they stall after the second half, they typically have a thing of coming out and rallying. So look for that to be play a role. Cowboys versus Bucks at the Bucks. You have Dak Prescott versus Brady. Like I said, and many times with the Cowboys, it is picks and penalties that kill them. If they can find a rhythm and with that offense and with that defense, they're a Super Bowl caliber team. As far as the Bucks, the Brady's looking for vengeance. Everybody basically counting them out. They were in a weaker division this year, but that's just how the dice is rolled. Brady didn't ask for that, and he ended up coming up on top at the end of the day. So he's here. Let's see what he does. Hopefully, we don't know, but if he wins this playoff game, let's see what's going on. How you feel about this game, Key?
Dallas, they can't afford any picks this game, and Tom needs to handle business. But at the same time, it's not going to come down to Tom. I feel like they're not going to put that much pressure on Tom Brady this first matchup. Look for Leonard Fournette to handle the load. Last game they played, which was the first game, he asked for 127 yards, 21 carries. Brady played a okay game, 18 for 27, 212 yards, 1 touchdown and an interception. But overall, Leonard Fournette controlled that majority of that game. So if they can't stop that run, they won't have a chance.
It won't have
because that run is going to set up that play action. Brady is scared to play against. Which are you looking at this game?
I'm looking at this game. Like I said, Brady will have a chip on his shoulder, and the Cowboys, as a team, have a chip on their shoulder. With this one being said, it just all depends on like you said, the Bucks getting the run game going. If they can get the run game going and not allow the defense just to haul at Brady, and he can be in there and be. If that's the thing, if Brady is comfortable, it's gonna be a terrible game for the Cowboys. I know the Bucks are planning to get at Trayvon Diggs. He is a risky cornerback, so I've seen teams all season has been baiting him. So look for some baits towards his way. That could lead to some big plays.
Yeah, they gonna need some conversions also, man. Look for Brady to step it up. This is playoff Brady we're talking about. And Dak is a lone choke artist in that playoff time. So I don't know what's going on, family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also be sure to check out our other channels at Shoebox Network.
Who are the Vikings playing again?
Giants.
I hope the Vikings lose.
Yeah. Tell Travis to kiss it.
Yeah, I have a friend who likes the Vikings, and I just want
Travis, if you ever listen to this motherfucker, I fucking hate you. Goddamn NFL cock ears.
Hey,
Ravens are so please. The Bengals got them 25-23.
Giants upset the Vikings 20.
Is that a bold prediction?
Yep, 21-24.
We kind of expect the goddamn Giants to win against the Vikings, my guy. Can we get a little something more?
Nope, people, the Vikings is up. Giants is underdogs. I got the Giants coming in to Minnesota, winning it 21-24.
What's the X factor? What's your bold prediction within that? Who turn it up a notch? Who the X factor in the game?
The X factor in the game for the Giants is going to be how well Daniel Jones protect the football. If he protects the football and he don't cause no setbacks, that means they moving the ball. That means they scored a couple times and kept it away from the Vikings. So that'll be an X factor. And like you said, he did have a pick last game, and they had that fumble. So if they can keep it to a minimum, that'll be a good thing as far.
I feel like it's gonna be a nice game. All right, guys, that concludes the end of this segment.